The Miami Open has always been a tournament filled with unforgettable moments, but one incident from a few years ago continues to linger in the minds of tennis fans around the world. It was a moment that shocked viewers, polarized fans, and ignited a storm of discussion across social media. It was the day when Oksana Andreeva openly called out Amanda Anisimova, accusing her of faking an injury right in the middle of a crucial match. The drama unfolded in a way that nobody could have predicted, leaving an emotional mark on everyone watching. The tension on the court was palpable from the very first serve. Anisimova, known for her fiery style and incredible talent, was facing Andreeva in what many expected to be a straightforward match. But what happened next completely changed the narrative. Midway through the second set, Anisimova began showing signs of distress, clutching her leg and slowing down her movements in a way that raised eyebrows immediately. Fans in the stands murmured, commentators exchanged puzzled glances, and social media started buzzing in real time. At first, many believed it was a genuine injury. Tennis is a sport that demands peak physical condition, and injuries are never taken lightly. The crowd's empathy seemed to side with Anisimova. But as the minutes ticked by, something in Andreeva's demeanor suggested she wasn't buying it. The frustration in her eyes grew, and after a particularly long pause, she finally spoke up. What she said would be replayed countless times in the weeks to come. She openly accused Anisimova of faking the injury, suggesting that her opponent was using the moment to disrupt the flow of the match and gain a psychological advantage. The arena erupted. Shock, disbelief, and a wave of tension swept through the fans. Some were outraged at Andreeva for speaking out so boldly. Others were stunned, questioning whether Anisimova had really exaggerated her pain. Social media exploded overnight. Clips of Andreeva pointing at Anisimova circulated on Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram, with fans debating fiercely on both sides. Memes and commentary flooded every corner of the internet, and suddenly, what was supposed to be just another match had become a full-blown controversy. For those who watched it live, it was an emotional roller coaster. The contrast between Andreeva's frustration and Anisimova's apparent vulnerability was striking. Andreeva's eyes burned with intensity as she challenged the integrity of her opponent. She didn't hold back, she voiced what many fans had been whispering, turning speculation into confrontation. Meanwhile, Anisimova's face reflected a mixture of discomfort and confusion. The camera caught every subtle reaction, and for viewers at home, it felt like they were witnessing something personal, almost raw. The controversy didn't end on the court. Analysts and former players weighed in, debating endlessly on whether it was fair to call someone out for faking an injury. Some argued that it was part of the mental game in tennis, a tactic used throughout history. Others felt that Andreeva had crossed a line, attacking the credibility of her opponent publicly. Every expert seemed to have a different perspective, which only fueled the fire and made the incident even more unforgettable. What made this moment particularly viral was the human element. Tennis is often seen as a sport of finesse and skill, but it's also a stage for raw emotions. Andreeva's confrontation highlighted the frustration that every competitor feels when they suspect something unfair is happening. Fans could empathize with her point of view, feeling the tension, the adrenaline, and the impatience that builds up in such high-stakes situations. At the same time, Anisimova's apparent struggle made people question their assumptions and consider the emotional and physical toll that elite athletes endure. Days after the match, discussions continued to dominate online spaces. Hashtags referencing the incident trended on Twitter, while YouTube videos analyzing the exchange racked up millions of views. Clips of the moment were shared repeatedly, with fans dissecting every second. Some praised Andreeva for her honesty, calling her fearless for speaking her mind in a sport where diplomacy often dominates. Others sympathized with Anisimova, arguing that no one should publicly accuse a player of faking, especially when their health is at stake. The controversy also sparked debates within the tennis community itself. Coaches, commentators, and fellow players began sharing their perspectives on strategy, gamesmanship, and the psychological tactics used at the highest levels. Many pointed out that elite players often manipulate the pace of the game to their advantage, whether by taking extra time between points or exaggerating discomfort. While some saw Andreeva's reaction as justified, others emphasized that respect and caution are essential when it comes to matters of injury and well-being. What truly made this incident unforgettable was the emotional weight it carried. Beyond strategy and skill, it reminded fans that tennis is not just about winning or losing points, It's about resilience, integrity, and the complex interplay of human emotions under pressure. Andreeva's call-out, Anisimova's reaction, and the reactions of the audience created a perfect storm of drama that no one could ignore. It was raw, real, and unfiltered, a rare moment that cut through the usual polished narratives of professional sports. Looking back, it's clear why this moment remains etched in the memories of tennis fans everywhere. It was more than just a dispute over a perceived injury. It was a glimpse into the human side of competition. We saw frustration, doubt, courage, and controversy all in one unforgettable match. It sparked conversations about honesty in sports, the ethics of gamesmanship, and the pressures that young athletes face on the biggest stages. For some, it was a cautionary tale about speaking too bluntly. For others, it was a celebration of bravery and standing up for what you believe is fair. Even years later, fans still reference this match whenever discussions about tennis controversies arise. It's brought up in podcasts, sports commentary shows, and fan debates online. The intensity of Andreeva's accusation, the drama of the moment, and the uncertainty of Anisimova's injury make it one of those moments that transcends a single tournament. It reminds everyone that sports are unpredictable, that emotions run high, and that a single interaction on the court can spark conversations that last for years. In the end, whether you sided with Andreeva or Anisimova, one thing is undeniable. This incident captivated the world. It was a reminder of why we watch sports, not just for the points, sets, or titles, but for the moments that make us feel, react, and remember. It was a moment of drama, controversy, and humanity, all played out under the bright lights of the Miami Open. And for tennis fans, it's a match and a story that will never be forgotten. The Miami Open continues to produce incredible matches and legendary moments, but the day Andreeva called out Anisimova will always stand out. It serves as a reminder of the intensity, passion, and unpredictability that makes tennis so compelling. Whether you remember it for the scandal, the emotion, or the drama, one thing is certain: moments like these are why we fall in love with sports in the first place. And as fans, we keep revisiting them, sharing them, and debating them because they touched something deep inside us, the raw, unfiltered human.